All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Tawada, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, for inspiring us and allowing us to come out to these highways and hedges as we're commanded to do so. We'd also like to give double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do group well. And if you didn't know, we are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those scattered abroad according to the diaspora. All right, and we're just going to start off with 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter. All right, and we're going to do what we were commanded to do as the hopeful elect, as the hopeful prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai being sent back. All right, you got it, brother.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Right, because right now, well, no one knows who the Lord's people are. That's a big mystery. Now, the Lord's people, for the most part, just believe that they're Gentiles, which means they're lost in a scattered mindset. But the Lord's people are the ones that you see under the curses found in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. You know, that's the Lord's people, the ones driving by, you know, in and out of jail, okay, riding around and getting it, hustling hard, getting it out the mud, okay, BM and baby daddy, that so-called black culture, that's the Lord's people, okay? If you didn't know, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, his chosen people are at the bottom right now, like a beautiful movie would portray a chosen people would be. So the majority, the masses of the world does not realize they are all within the Lord's movie, okay? You are in the movie of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And what you're witnessing is the trailer to the kingdom coming soon, okay?
And it says, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper.
So the Lord is putting it in our mouth to tell the Lord's people, hey, judgment's coming, destruction's coming. Pull up your pants spiritually. We're in 2024, and you got Jake acting like they're in the 90s. Now, I'm not dissing them, but someone has to be the one who says, hey, ain't we tired of beer and barbecues? Hey, it's really Sean John for, you know what I mean? You got to actually get to a point in this body, in this earth, in this mindset, you know? We're in the future. Does it feel like we're in the future? If this is the future now, then what is the future for so-called black people? If this is the future, Tyrone making it to, everybody can make it to NFL now. Everybody baby in the NBA now, man. You still smoking Newports. Esau's still over you. Niggas is still nigging. And you think Kamala is gonna fix you? You think Trump is gonna bring back you because you go to work every day? That's glorified slavery, man. You know? That's glorified slavery. That's like a woman who says she don't sell her body to men for money, but he's got to take me out to dinner first. That's the same thing. We just cut into the chase.
Got a quick one. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 22. How long, ye simple ones?
Yeah, simple. Why is Jake simple? Because they have now gotten drunk off the wine of Babylon. That's why Jake is simple. So that proves to you, well, it says man is surely vain by nature. So Esau has constructed a lifestyle to make Jake vain by nature. You know? Look at the school system. What has school done for you out in the streets of the hard knocks? What according to your upbringing, has given you a leg up in society while the rest of the people falter and fail because they didn't get a degree? They didn't go and graduate college. What's the difference? What's the difference?
And it says, how long, ye simple ones?
Everything Jake does is not fixing it. Everything that Jake does on a day-to-day basis is not fixing their everyday problem.
And it says, how long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity?
And that's all Esau gives you is simplicity. That's all Jake talks to you about is simplicity. And if he does speak to you on a level of wokeness, it's according to the measure that social media has exposed to him, #woke. Now a nigga's political because a brown face is in office, you know? Jake, hey, you can't waste your time with Jake, man. You gotta warn him. That's why he says, give them warning from me. We're here to just warn you.
And it says, and the scorners...
Stop fucking thinking you're gonna clean up a community is gonna clean up Jake, man. You got a lot of belly-filled Israelites out here that are portraying a survival method to you that's not according to prophecy.
Right.
Don't worry, I can fix this. You ain't prophesied to fix it. We're prophesied to warn, rebuke, exhort. We wasn't set up to be like Cesare Borgia, and he's got the picture and the dude with the needle in his arm, and you're pulling.
Yeah.
We ain't set up to do that. What made you put the blunt down? The Spirit. What made you stop being an adulterer? Yahweh Shemel Shai.
Ezekiel 3 and verse 1. And it says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest.
Yeah, eat what you found. So what we eating from? We eating from the table that was also made a snare for the majority of our people. You gotta look around, majority of our people, they're already done.
Yeah.
Okay? So miss me with that black love. Ain't no black love in Jacob's trouble, man.
No.
You got something called Jacob's trouble that's prophesied to hit the shores of Babylon, and we already smell it. You could smell Jacob's trouble. You could feel it in the spirit. There's something about to happen. You got X amount of months of rent to pay before he shuts everything down.
Yep.
Before he shuts water off. Then what? How are you gonna boil oodles and noodles then? And then you're gonna go to the master for the one of all things, and what he's gonna give you is something that's gonna lead to your destruction.
Yep. And it says, eat this roll and go speak unto the house of Israel.
So we gotta speak to Jake. Hey, this is a conversation for you. Hey, this is something we're talking about. But if it ain't on BET, if it ain't got an ad-lib behind it, Jake don't want to listen. Yeah, shit, you right. Hey, that's why it's only for the elect. Kratazaba, you had a precept? What you got, brother?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1.
Okay.
Verse 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord has spoken.
Yup.
I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me.
Even to what? Even to this day.
Yep.
Jake is rebelling at this very moment. We literally, hey, y'all don't even know. See, that's why, like, we're doing the sit down and Acts.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really know what men of the Lord went through until you go through what men of the Lord go through.
Yep.
We had to go to 3 to 4 different spots to set up camp. It's not like today we point and say, let's curse niggas out there.
Right.
No, we got told we couldn't be over here. A nigger said, don't come here. Then another nigger walked by and got in our way. You know what I mean? So we under adversity. The security guard came out and said, what y'all doing? I said, we reading the Bible. Yep. Yeah, well, you can't read it here. All right, nigga. Good. Shake the dust. Lord Yahweh Shai said, if they don't accept you, go to the next city. Mm-hmm. So what we do, go to the next block. Go to the next street. Because we're seeking our own salvation. And when that famine hit, that's when you're going to see the spirit in them. All they need is that push, you know? Oh, is that more? You got more credits about?
Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Yep.
But Israel does not know, my people do not consider.
And we're in the end of an age.
Literally.
You're in the end of an age, and they're not being set up to consider? Now, we understand at the end of the day, there is no free will, which John Calvin came up with that doctrine. So that's a Calvinist dogma doctrine. Proverbs 20 and 24 says, man's goings are of the Lord. When we set up right here, an older Jake on a bicycle rolled by and said, now y'all in the right spot. Yep. Aren't y'all brothers my witness?
Yeah.
We literally were trying to go here, park there. We put our garment on 3 different times.
Yeah.
And then a Jake rolled by and said, now y'all in the right spot. Come on, man. This is all of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know? Was that it for Isaiah 1 and 3? They do not consider. Yup, keep going.
A sinful nation.
A sinful nation. What a sinful ass nation. And you got men, Israelite strong, God-bodied men, following behind the weak vessel of the so-called black woman. That's not your leader. Isaiah 9:16 says, for the leaders of this people cause them to err. When you have a woman that's given position or power instead over a generation, and now she's a single mother that's breeding the next crop of Israelite men, she's single-handedly ruining the next generation. Yeah. You want to talk about generational curses? The boogeyman I grew up was the so-called black woman. I hid under my bed from her. Remember Monster? Yeah. And Tales from the Hood? Yep. Plot twist, Monster was the mother. Yep. Okay? It wasn't David Allen Greer. It was the woman. You seen Doughboy's mother? Yeah. You ain't shit. You ain't gonna never be shit. Right? Yep. But why she cried? Because of Ricky. Because that was her ticket. That was her ticket to the chocolate factory. Okay? They don't give a shit about you, bros. Isaiah 59:15.
Gotcha.
You just had a northern woman get put to jail because she went to vacation for 10 days and left her baby at home with no food or water? That don't even make sense to me. You know when you leave, you make sure the dog or the cat got food. You mean to tell me you let this life that came forth from your body? That's what she said. I'm ashamed you came from my body. And you left that screaming baby there for 10 days? You got it?
Yep.
That was a whole Sabbath. You left the baby through a whole Sabbath by himself.
Isaiah 49 and verse 15. Can a woman forget her sucking child?
Yeah, and this is a question that everybody will say no. Watch, read it again.
Isaiah 49 and 15. Can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb?
Oh, one would say no.
Right.
No, of course not. There's nothing like a mother's love. That's not true. Because something trumps mother's love. And it's Abba's love. It's father's love. It's the love of Yahweh Shemel Shai. He said, for Yahweh so loved the world. See? That's what it's about. Watch, read it again.
It says, can a woman forget her sucking child?
Would you think that a woman could forget a child that she birthed? You think that she could forget that baby? Nah. Read that again. Let's see what the Bible says.
It says, can a woman forget her sucking child?
Now he says no. Keep going.
That she should not have compassion on the son of her womb?
That she won't abort it. She won't give it up for adoption. She won't birth it out and put it in a dumpster. Yeah. Keep going.
It says, yea.
Yes. So the Bible tells us the characteristics of a woman that she could go, in so much that she would leave her own child to the wolves. She won't even allow it to come out. She'll control, alt, delete it. Yeah. So the Bible breaks down the characteristics of people drunk in Babylon. Keep going.
It says, yet they may forget.
They'll forget. A mother will forget her child. My own mother put my clothes out on the curb in the middle of the rain, and she's a Christian. Yep. See? Yep. Keep going.
It says, yet will I not forget thee?
But the Lord said, even though the mother that birthed you would do that to you, I won't forget you. Right. So we're not forgotten. That's why the sun still shines and the moon still gives its light, because those are two indicators that the Lord is still dealing with his people. You see?
Stuff, man.
Thanks, man. We appreciate it. Thank you, man. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you being there. You too, man. Thank you for being at peace with us. So where are we at?
I got Ezekiel 3:18.
Okay, and then Krasabah got some.
Back in Ezekiel 3 and verse 8.
See, the Bible is the letter. The Bible's the measure. You know, it's the measuring cup. It's the indicator. It's the schoolmaster. It's the one that tells us about the whisperers, the things that you think about, like Penguin. I know all your secrets, because he was down there. So he knew what you flushed, what you hid away. See, the Bible, Hebrews 4:12.
I got you.
Hebrews 4:12. The Bible opens everything up for us. Okay? You know, you want to know why we think the way we think now? Because we've been opened up to the truth of the Bible. You hear about a harlot woman, but you don't want to be sleeping next to that. But you accept the truth that the Bible's foretold even before we came in this life. Because we've been here before. We've had women before, children before, rulership before. We've died before. And now we live. And now we're living.
Hebrews 4 and verse 12.
Because we serve the God of the living, not the God of the dead. Right. But though we walk through the valley, the shadow of death. Everywhere it's death out here. But here's life. But soon life is going to be stripped away from Jake, and that will be the compassion gone.
That's right.
Gone, everybody. Dead. It's going to be gone. This is the compassion right now. You got it.
Hebrews 4, verse 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful.
Quick, meaning alive. So the word is alive. See? Somebody rode by and they were compelled to stop. It said, you should hear the word behind you. Then he heard, then he played his part in the movie. He answered correctly according to the image. See, we know the image, so we know how to rope you in, right? It's like chess. The image is a pattern. Hello, yes, hi, I'm here. Okay, got the job. That's the image. 2 references, no problem. Blood type A. That's the image. This right here is what breaks the image down. Okay, it breaks the walls of Jericho down. Keep going.
And it says, and sharper than any two-edged sword,
Yep.
piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul.
I'll give you a good example. So a modern day sword would be what? A gun. You got Jake trending. Once they get shot, they dub over their video, I didn't die.
Yeah.
I didn't die. So you could shoot a nigga and he still will be a demon. But if you hit him with a precept, that'll knock a demon off of him.
Yeah.
If the oh shit,
Yeah.
damn, bruh. We had men walk by camp. They were on the way to murder their own brother and stop.
Yep.
Because the Lord compelled them to through the word.
Yep. He started crying.
He started crying.
Demon came out of him.
Yep.
It left him.
Yep. Like us.
Yeah. And it says, well, that's what it says, Psalm 119:9.
How should a young man
cleanse his way?
Yep.
By taking heed thereto according to this word.
And all these people need to be cleansed, man. All of you people need to be cleansed, man. You all need to be brainwashed. You understand that we're in the days of Noah, and in the days of Noah, only 8 souls were delivered? 8. There's 3 of us right here. And we don't even got any wives with us. So you look at life now, which not saying like that, but like all the brothers, all the men, we're lucky the Lord said, I ain't just saving 8.
Yeah.
I'm saving 144,000 first. Romans 11:7, I've reserved to myself 7,000 men that shall not bow a knee to the image of Baal or worship the queen of heaven, nor Ishtar, ultimately Shaitan. That's what this whole thing is about. You defeating Satan while being trapped in this flesh that's sinful. So we're lucky that the Lord said 144,000, then an innumerable multitude, which is still equated to a small remnant. Because if you ask me, 8 is a small remnant.
That's very small.
8 people. And the scholars, they say there was 4 billion people on the earth in the time of Noah. They hypothesize. So out of 4 billion people, only 8 of those spirits were delivered. You had more animals that got delivered than people. What's that tell you? You had animals. You had more animals delivered in the days of Noah than people.
All right, I'm going to go back to that one. I got a quick precept.
Yep.
Isaiah 1 and verse 9. Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant,
Yep.
we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
Destruction. Complete, utter destruction, insomuch that Lot's daughters believed the world ended. Okay? If you didn't know, Lot's daughters got him drunk and had sex with him to reproduce because they thought the world was ended. They thought it was just them 3.
That was true, yeah.
That's it. There's just the 3 of us. So that showed you the level of destruction that came upon that land region, that they literally thought that everything was gone.
Right.
So there had to be earthquake, like they had to be rocked.
Yeah.
You know, they probably had to feel the boom, the bang.
Yeah, because it said Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities next to
The
them.
neighboring
The
cities.
neighboring cities thereof.
I believe it was
You know?
like 5 of them.
Yes, yep.
You know? What you got, brother?
753.
Read it loud.
Out of 700, according to Google, out of 753,000, we're only 3 out here.
See?
Oh, wow.
So that,
oh, wow.
Oh, and of Rochester's population?
Oh, shit, damn.
There's only 3 of us out here.
Right.
So going back to the reference you made to Noah,
Right.
it was only 8.
Right.
Out of the,
4 billion, they say.
Exactly. So out of 753,000 people,
Damn.
it's only 3 out here, and he's doing the Lord's work.
We should read 2nd Ezra 57.
Yeah.
Or 2nd Ezra 7.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
You want to finish this real quick?
Let's finish all of them. The Spirit bring it out, brings it
I
out.
have Ezekiel for you.
Yes.
Back in
Right.
Hebrews 4 and verse 12.
And we not proud with it, though.
No.
Like, oh, look at us. No, we like, yo, you need to be woken up, too.
Yeah.
You should be despising this place, too. You should hate this wickedness, too. You know? You got people complaining, but they ain't complaining about the right things. There's some real things happening out here that are terrible, man. Okay? People are getting tooken off the street. You got this place is already invaded. Your powers that be, your powers that be, what are they doing for you poor people, man?
Right.
That's why there's a prophecy, the hand of the wicked or laborer shall be upon them.
Yep.
They're gonna revolt. They're gonna have to revolt. Like in the beginning of Civil War, which old girl Shirt said rode to the black horse, which is ultimately hyperinflation.
Yep.
They were fighting the police to get bottles of water. Why was the water being controlled?
All right.
They shut the water off. You see?
Back in Hebrews 4:12, it says, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
Right. If you say, hey, do you know that America's about to be destroyed in the next world war? That appears. Oh, damn,
Yeah.
bro. Really?
Yeah.
So Babylon, which is America, is about to be destroyed in the next world's war.
Yep.
And they're going to implement an RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. Record that.
Yep. And it says,
See Jake High and shit.
yep.
They put the Pooh Shiesty mask on.
Yep.
And the Lord is about to bring high hell to you false prophets and shepherds, man.
Right.
This nigga Alizar was on Instagram Live with a fucking Pooh Shiesty mask. Are you kidding me, bro?
He's the violator.
Bro, are you kidding me? Y'all need to start putting curses on these wicked Israelites out here too, man. Then took the Judas purse.
Yeah.
Captain Nazariak was on YouTube Live with a t-shirt that says Judas got the bag. Who are y'all elders, bro?
Wow. Wow. And he openly admitted that, you know, they have a 501c3.
Which is a covenant with death. So when death come calling, you're gonna know did he sign it or did he not?
Back in Hebrews 4:12, and it says, and of the joints and marrow,
Yep.
and is a discerner of the thoughts
Yep.
and intents of the heart.
So it's a measuring stick.
Right.
So we know where you're at. Like, which no diss, it just comes to mind. Years ago, we had a sister and her mother come up, which,
Yeah.
hey, may they be of the elect.
Yeah.
But when they came up, the Spirit was on me to ask them about the age of consent according to the Bible, because I wanted to see where their spirit was at.
Yeah.
And she said 18, which was incorrect.
Yeah.
I said it's according to when you pass the flower, which is when you don't have when you enter, what is it? When you're off puberty.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So when we said that to them, they didn't like the truth, but the Bible says that. See, everybody believes in God until you start reading scriptures. And then it's like, wait a minute, my God wouldn't do that. Well, that's the problem, because your God is a God that Massa gave you.
Yep.
That's why you think God is so-called white. Even the enemy that's over us, they're not even the color white. This is the color white. That's why they call themselves rednecks, but then they call us black. I'm not black. You're not black. We're different shades of brown. But see, in America, that's not a thought process that's openly pushed. That's why the Bible calls it the wine of Babylon.
Right.
So right now, you're in a deceivable bubble. All of us are in a bubble being deceived by the majority of those that are ruling over us. You take the money he gives you with his face on it, then you give it back to him every month to get subsidized housing. He gives you processed food to eat. Then he tells you to shoot, shoot, bang, bang. That's all you black people got. So-called black people. And then as far as you think you go is Africa? Come on, man. You're in Babylon. You're in the biggest deception on earth. This whole thing is Hollywood. It ain't just somewhere in California. You don't even know what's going on around the corner. You can't trust the news. You don't even know who's ruling. Do your votes even count? You see? What year are we in? Was it Monday when they said it was Monday? Why is it called Monday? What is a Saturday? Then you find out, oh, Saturn. It goes back to Saturn Day, which goes back to Satan's Day. So this is Satan's Day. Every Wednesday they call it Wooden Day, which goes back to Halloween, Samhain. So you're living in a corruptible cruise in a carnival of destruction.
Got a quick one?
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 7. Oh, man, I can start verse 1, man. Jeremiah 51 and verse 1. Thus said the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind.
So there's a destroying wind that is prophesied to hit this place specifically, okay? And if you are not in the spirit, the flesh will pull you back into the world. of the assing and the grabbing and the texting and the calling and the dancing and the shaking and the moving.
Yep.
But all that is a distraction to keep you in that place before they get destroyed, like the movie Bedazzled with Brandon Fraser. He met the devil, or he met Satan.
Yep.
And Satan showed himself as a woman because that's Satan's tactics.
Yeah.
That's why you see the ass and you kind of snap out of it.
Yeah.
It's a spell. But anyways, in the movie Bedazzled, when he went to the club to speak to Shaitan, her titties were out, everybody was dancing and having fun, and he got a couple wishes. Then like later on in the movie, when he went back to the club, it was daytime, and everybody was still dancing, but they were all like raggedy. They were like in torture. That's them. See, what Esau does is he gives you a Newport commercial. People ain't living like that.
Yeah.
Remember growing up, the Newport commercial?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody, bro, nobody smokes cigarettes like that. The green shirt and the white shorts.
Right.
No,
yeah.
bro. Nigga playing volleyball.
Right.
And then he puffs up after.
Come on, man.
Get out of here, man.
It's all deception.
But that's that wine.
Yeah.
That's that wine. They're all drunk.
I'm gonna just jump down to it.
Yup. You're dealing with drunk people. They're drunk, man.
Yeah. And when somebody's drunk, they're not in the right mind.
They're under the influence.
Yeah.
And you can't talk to a drunk person because they're very opinionated.
Yeah.
They're headstrong.
Yeah.
When they're drunk, they're headstrong. Or like a woman, when she's drunk, she's more acceptable to do whatever you want. That's why these women do it.
Yeah.
Because they're drunk. They're tipsy.
Yeah.
He's got you women tipsy, man.
Jeremiah 51 and verse, I'm gonna jump down to verse 7.
Got you listening to Jaquan in 2024. Come on, bruh.
Jeremiah 51 and verse 7. It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken.
So
You see?
if the earth is drunken, that means Jake is drunken, right?
Yeah. Yep.
If the earth is drunk, Jake's drunk. Let the rain pass. Yeah, we in different times, man. Read that again and break it down, bro. I'm grabbing water.
Got you. Jeremiah 51 and 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. And because Babylon is the top nation. So, you know, everybody, there was a moment in time where everybody looked at Babylon like, you know, the it factor. But pursuant to Isaiah 47, you know, now it's not so tender and delicate, you know?
Hey, you know, I'm so glad you said that. So Isaiah 47 goes into Babylon and its soothsayers.
Yes.
In
yes.
Daniel 5, the Babylonians, the Belshazzar.
Yes.
He went to the soothsayers too when they wrote the writing on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
So when affliction comes, they turn to what's give them prosperity. But what Esau don't understand is in Psalms, I think it's 73, they call them evil angels.
Yes, I get that for you.
Okay, well, we could quote it, but I just want to make this point because I don't want to go too deep. But pretty much what Esau's doing right now to be in his position of power, he's dealing with the left-hand side, but the left-hand side is even deceiving him. Yeah. Like you ever seen a movie where a evil spirit will get a host, but he makes this host do all these things that ultimately leads to him being freed. So you have people that think that angels are trying to enter this world and all that deep shit. But all those angels are doing is being a lying spirit to Esau so that he can fulfill the Lord's will. Mm-hmm. So Esau's being deceived right now by demons. And he's got to go through the extreme to worship them. I'm talking shapes, numbers, certain land regions.
Astrology.
Thank you. Astrology, a certain place of the moon.
Yeah, certain spots you got to stand at.
Yeah, like CERN.
Yeah.
All right, but all those spirits that he's interacting with are ultimately deceiving him.
And it says, well, that's why it says in Job, it says the deceiver and deceived are his.
Woo!
So Esau's putting the ultimate trick back.
Yep.
You know, his blessing's going to be his demise.
Yep.
Back in Jeremiah 51 and verse 7, it says, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken.
Yep, so the earth is drunk. I see drunk people.
Yeah.
Okay, they're under the influence, they're inebriated, and they're at the bar, which is the image, and they want another round. And what the Lord is about to do is cut them off.
That's right.
They're not ready to be cut off. They're not ready to stop bouncing the ball. Esau's not ready to stop dealing with the left hand. These people are not ready to be baptized. So the Lord is going to baptize them with destruction.
That's right.
Because when you get baptized, you get immersed.
Yep.
So you're going to be immersed in this destroying wind to cleanse you. You need to be cleansed, man. They need to be put down.
Oh yeah.
Babylon is a dog park with no owners, but they got the bone stand. They got the in heat area.
Yeah.
You know, they got the no collar, and then they got the police getting leashes on certain dogs.
Yeah.
Certain dogs get put down. Then this woman, she's just a breeder. She's one of them pit bulls with the saggy titties, just constantly bringing out more puppies.
Yep.
That's what Babylon is. It's a fucking dog show. It's a dog park, man. And you gotta take the newspaper. No.
Yeah.
You know? They need to be tamed. Creature needs a collar. They need a collar.
And it says, the nations have drunken of her wine.
Yep.
Therefore, the nations are mad.
Right. And what's the one nation that is mad is Jake.
Yep.
You know, Jake is mad. Jake is delusional. Jake is crazy. Jake is asked out and they have no idea you're on a, what'd he say? He said they let the black man steal the ship, but he didn't tell him that the ship was sinking.
Yep.
You on a sinking ship. And you trying to apply for a job to play music as the ship's going down. Grown ass men gotta work at McDonald's with young kids, white kids at that. You know? He's gotta work at this BS undermining job, you know? Tuck his pride in while so-called white people get to go there for a summer job and hang out and have fun.
Yeah.
And he's there to pay bills and die.
Yeah.
And now everybody's feeling it.
Yep.
You take a tour with us down Rochester, this is a shit hole.
Yeah.
And the plumbing sucks, so nothing's being flushed.
Yeah.
It's just piling up. Everyone's in pain. Everyone's in agony. Everyone's drunk. Everyone's in despair. These people are giving their bodies over for a $20 bill, man. This place seems to be ashamed of itself and how it's handling a creature. It's just like when you go to an animal shelter and you find out it's all dirt and feces. The dog's got shit stuck in its eye. The cat's all withering away. But you gotta fill out an application and they need to make sure that you could take care of it. I remember one time I was gonna adopt a dog and they were putting me through the ringer and I said, well, where I'm taking him is gonna be bigger than this fucking box that you got him pissing in.
Right.
I didn't say it in those words, but I said it in that manner. And what happened? The image got in their way. Nope, denied. See, people abide by the image, but they're also allowed to add their emotion in. That's a dangerous combination.
Yep.
To be able to judge and use emotion.
Right.
You know?
Like a female officer.
Exactly.
That's
You're all arrested.
Right.
And then you find out she got her ex arrested. You know? But because she's getting popped by the sergeant, she gets a fucking pass.
Yep.
No pun intended.
This is the book of Isaiah 24 and verse 4.
So with that matter of fact, we started off, speak in the words of my people, prophecy. Look what's just coming all out, prophecy. So we're being moved to do what's commanded in this book. He said they'll come from all around the world to hear what I gotta say if it comes from the book. And that was an Edomite saying that.
Isaiah 24 and verse 4. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The word languisheth and fadeth away.
Yeah, the haughty people, the proud people. Matter of fact,
I was gonna say it.
Can you read that in the NLT?
Yeah, do you have...
Oh, yeah, I got mine. Let's read that in the NLT, matter of fact. Because you were putting me on to that.
Yeah.
That NLT goes hard. In some occasions. As long as you know the prophecies, too. Here, read this, please. Okay. There you go. Read that ledger. Read all that.
Okay.
Get all the meat off the bone. It's like, camp is like the crock pot. It simmers to get all that meat, all that good broth and juice. You know, it's a plate of prophecy. Don't you want to eat? You want to eat, right? We got to build a fire. That's what Eddie said.
Now this is Isaiah 24 in the NLT, and the ledger says destruction of the earth.
Destruction of the inhabitants of the earth. Because the earth can't be destroyed.
Right.
You know why the earth can't be destroyed? Because Jake made earth.
Yeah.
You're looking at men potentially that made the earth. Okay? We potentially took part in making the earth. Come on, man.
Right.
So don't insult me with just the lady in the red dress.
Yeah. Right, it says in Ecclesiastes, the earth abideth forever.
Come on, man.
You know?
And this is the best movie because here it is, it's like the man that created the jail, now he's got to live in it and try to escape it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, it's a movie.
Yeah. Stallone.
Yeah, yep.
It's called Escape Room.
Yeah, yep.
So we are out here because we are escaping. We're escaping this prison house. Babylon is a prison house for us. And these people are stuck in it too. You cannot leave America without a passport. How this land of the free, but you can't leave.
Right.
See? We're all stuck here, bro.
Yeah.
We're stuck here. So we're waiting for God to send his son to free us. We need justice.
Right.
The creature needs justice.
For real.
This isn't fair.
Right.
This is injustice, man.
For real.
You know? Everybody crying, man. Everybody sighing and crying at the state that Babylon has put us in as a people. And it's time for it to get fixed.
Yeah, he said that's a fact.
He says a fact.
Probably a Jake, man.
Even not the creature feel it too.
Yeah.
You got dogs that don't like people, but it will let a person heal it because it needs to be healed.
Yeah.
You see? We understand there's a hierarchy pertaining to the creature and nations, which we are. But even within that, being in our spirit, what they would call a humanitarian, we understand even how to treat our enemies. Unlike him, sell them and sell them cheap. What the fuck? And then I was looking up slave diet. Do y'all brothers know oxtail come from the slavery?
Man.
Hog maws, pig feet, right?
Chitlins.
Shit, that's all a joke. But the standard diet that Jake delves in today comes from the curses that we're under. But my point is, what I'm getting to is, only a wicked, evil person would barely feed a worker that he's forcing slavery labor on.
Yeah.
That don't make sense. Like, you look at NFL, they big them up now so they can keep running.
Yeah.
Run, nigga, run. But when you look back in the, when you look back at the year 2868.
Gladiators and shit.
No, I'm talking about the Deuteronomy.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I'm using it as a date.
yeah.
When you look at AD 2868, right? The year of the curses. When you look at it, like the way he was treating us while making us work, it's like, why are you beating him when he's already down? How can he work if you're beating him? It's like today when a cop says, stop resisting or put your hands behind your back, but he's holding your hands.
Yeah.
He's literally holding you and he's saying, put your fucking hands behind your back. And they literally, what Jake say? I can't. That's who the type of demon you're dealing with.
Now this is Isaiah 24 and verse 1 in the NLT. And it says, look, the Lord is about to destroy the earth and make it a vast wasteland.
Right, which is going to be Babylon.
Exactly.
Babylon is going to be, what's that game? Fallout.
Yeah, yep.
That's what Babylon's about to be.
You're damn right.
This place is going to be a fallout. Why is it called a fallout? Because it was nuclear. Because it was in their heads, they do hurt. And they hurt good, man. And that's what this place about to get hurt. This so-called virgin daughter is about to get hurt.
And it says, he devastates the surface of the earth.
He devastates all your plans, ploys, bucket list, dreams, goals, what I'm going to do tomorrow, what I'm going to be when I grow up is going to be devastated. Your average everyday life is about to change. And when this place goes down, day one begins for us. Yahweh Shai will not be King of Kings on a Monday morning. It ain't gonna be a Monday. That's how bad this place gonna get beat. Hey, fuck is it 3 o'clock? What's a Saturday? What you talking about? March? No. It don't work like that. It's gonna go according to our calendar. New moon, which proves you ain't gonna be in the kingdom of heaven, fringed up, feet up, Friday to Saturday. Friday, Frigga Day, Saturday, Satan Day. You ain't gonna be dedicating a day that's dedicated to Satan and saying, nope, this is just for the Lord, and I call him Christ. We'll be in the new covenant. That won't happen. When you read about what will be written within us, Esau has broken down the dynamics of a body on a level of biology. Like when you look at a brain has a limbic system. Now the limbic system is where anger, fear, memory, happy, and anxiety comes from. So what's gonna happen is the Lord is gonna rewrite our brain and the feelings that we feel, meaning demons, cut off.
Yep.
Soon, Satan will not be allowed to touch this spirit, but he can touch the body because it's sinful. He can dwell wherever sin's at. That's why shit pop off at clubs, because sin's there.
Exactly, yeah. Whining spirits.
Thank you.
Everybody drinking and stuff.
You know? Then the emotion, and then they put Drake on. Guy.
Oh, that flesh.
Yep. Oh, and then I got a story for you. I was working for this big dweeb Edomite, and he was telling me how he's a bouncer. He said he went to the club owner, and he said he commanded him to take an in particular song off the jukebox because every time they play it, niggas get the scrapping.
Wow.
So that show you right there. Just
yeah.
what you gonna say?
They show you that they clone Tyrone.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
They literally showed you that in the movie.
Yeah.
So he's commercialized and capitalized off Mandingo fighting.
Yep.
And then he mixes emotion in it. I know you got a new guy, right?
I'll be
Fuck that nigga. That's a weapon.
Right.
Esau uses emotion against the Israelite man. We are at war. We're literally at spiritual war at any given moment, any time.
And it says, and scatters the people. Verse 2. Priests.
Oh, he gonna scatter them by that wind.
Oh yeah.
I watched the other day, go on YouTube, what happens to a human body in their heads, they do hurt explosion.
Ooh.
And they showed the atomic one hitting the body like a big football, just
Damn.
yeah, I was like, damn. And they just showed him he was here and then he was gone.
Damn.
Then you had a brother had a dream where he was witnessing chariots, which you say chariots is rakab, or
Yeah.
chariots, rakabium.
Yeah.
Rakabium Shal Yasharala, chariots of Israel. He saw them hitting people. And he said the only way I can explain it was one, it felt like the atmosphere was on fire, and two, they turned into pink Himalayan salt.
Oh, that's the scriptures.
Right.
It says it.
To dust.
Beat them to powder.
Yep.
Yep. And it says,
So we're looking at dirt bags, literally.
yeah. Oh, it says, why is earth and ashes proud?
Right. Everyone's proud, bro. I never experienced people that, I'm not carnal. I'm in the flesh, but I'm not carnal. But I've never experienced a person that can't beat me, but act proud to me. Like as if they can. These people act like they could jack your ass up. They act like they could pick you up and shake you on a wall and let you down and say, chill out.
For real.
That's how they act in the grocery store. Like, damn, bitch, I'm about to move. You acting like if I don't move, you could beat my ass is what I'm getting at.
Isaiah 24 and verse 2.
So the Lord about to put bat to baby, belt to asses, okay? You know why Jake pants sagging? Because the Lord got the belt to make him pull his pants up.
Right.
And the Lord gonna make your ass pull your pants up. Watch. You ever see that video where the Jake woman, she yelled at the white woman baby in the car? She drove up and the little Edomite, he was out. She said, get your ass in the car.
Yep.
And I know that spirit. And all you are children.
Yep.
None of these people are over us, man. None of these people are over us. You're not over us in the spirit. You're not over us. You're not over us mentally. You're not over us nationally. Now, you may be, according to prophecy, in this position.
Right.
But that doesn't change who we are ultimately. From the beginning. It says their first estate. You know?
Isaiah 24 verse 2.
You remember that, brothers. You're the authority, man. Mark 13:34. Yahweh Shai said, we're the authority. Now, I'll go to work and I allow punk boy to act in his position and I still do my job, but I don't trim my ways. I'm not an asshole, but I'm a man. But at the end of the day, I know where I'm at in my position in this walk. And you're not over us. These people are not over us. They see a cop. Now, I agree with my adversary, but Brad ain't over me. Brad got to take badge offs too. Doctor, nigga, you're not smarter than me. You're not. Just because you have this position, I'll use your position and be at peace with you because I still got to abide by the image, but you're not over us.
And it says,
because remember it says, obey the powers that be, but until pretty much we can't obey them and it's going to go against the Lord.
yeah.
You know? Just because he says, on Wednesday everybody got to eat pork. I don't mean I got to eat it because he said so.
Yeah. It says priests and lay people, servants and masters, maids and mistresses, buyers and sellers, lenders and borrowers, bankers and debtors.
What?
None will be spared.
Woo! So all these positions that these people have because of Babylon, and they're drunk off of it, they ain't gonna be spared. Little tight dress secretary, Mr. Fortune 500, you know, Mr. Officer Friendly.
Yep.
You ain't gonna be spared. I done put 12 black families in the pit die. You ain't gonna be spared.
It's vain, ultimately.
It's vain. The Lord
Vain.
ain't looking for self-righteousness. The Lord is looking only for his predestinated. This is only about the predestinated, and the predestinated is a few. We're just surrounded by the many. That's why it says the slain of the Lord shall be many. And I watch and I see and I look and I observe and I process. I even clean my glasses to get a better look, and I say, you need judgment.
Yeah.
You need to be stopped, man. You need that Ving Rhames baby boy treatment. Shut the fuck up.
Need to be hemmed up.
And this truck passed by and said Palisade, which is going into the instrument that's used to implement the mark.
Yeah.
So a collapse is coming, and they're gonna blanket it behind something catastrophic, and they're not gonna let the general public know what's really going on. They're gonna create a boogeyman and give that to you and say, watch out, he's right there.
Yeah.
And everybody's gonna watch out. And then what happens when he makes us the boogeyman? You know?
And in verse 3, the earth will be completely emptied and looted.
Not every Israelite you see today will be that same Israelite in Jacob's trouble. If they're not of the elect, they're not going to be the same Israelite that you have conversations with right now. And a lot of Israelites on social media are just Israelites on that.
That's it.
It's like the green screen. When Jake be online and he has that fabricated living room.
Yeah. You got part-time prophets, you know, because you got Jake that talk the talk. Well, how about, you know, when it happens and walk the walk, you know?
Are you an Israelite in the spirit? Are you a Jew inwardly? Read that part again.
It's Isaiah 24 verse 3. It says the earth will be completely emptied and looted.
And looted. Now, I watched the movie Cloverfield.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
About the aliens.
Yeah.
Yep.
And in this movie, the beginning scene was these Edomite men up Edomite women's asses, like drama. Hey, listen, for you brothers out there, hey, watch that dating demon out there, okay? You can have a woman, but don't get fucking drunk with her in it. You could have your woman out of nowhere just acting up.
Yeah.
I'm not about to put my time into you while the world's ending over here, okay? So you have to be aware on all sides of the people around you and what they're doing. Anyways, so going back, in the movie, they're upper ass. Girl, Alicia, and then she's got another man, buy me a drink, honey. And she's talking to the camera.
Let's talk.
Yeah, you know, and then as this whole thing's going on, boom, all the lights went out.
Yep.
See that? You could be chasing ass all the way into the grave.
Explosion happened over there.
Yeah. And then the judgment was so strong in the movie, the people that were looting had to stop and watch the TV because the destruction was so bad.
Yeah.
Nigga had a stereo, the TV, he said, and he's watching it. So that shows you the level of judgment that's gonna happen to this place. Even the low-level crime circuits, the thugs and the gangsters stealing Bluntville's while they live in Demonville, even they are gonna have to stop, and the cigarette is gonna drop. When the chariots hit, when the judgment comes,
Got a quick one.
martial law hit you. And when martial law hit, they're not talking to Jake. Get in the house. If you're not in the house by the time they finish that pronunciation, bow.
Yeah.
Get in the, kaboom. You're done. Black women are not going to sway their neck to get what they want in Jacob's trouble. Esau is trained right now to shoot on sight after the first command.
Oh yeah.
I gave you a legal commandment. So if you don't listen, now I legally have the right to enact judgment. Judge, jury, executioner. The slayer's coming.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. I'll start at verse 1. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1, it says, But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
We don't need to write to the brothers and the few sincere sisters. But the warning's going out to those that are being awoken now. You know what's up. Everyone's adding a precept, adding an article, adding I saw this. We're all watching. You know, it says the whole world's watching. Well, the world that's watching you is the world of Israel, and we're watching, man. You just had Amalek do another attack on Hezbollah, you know? So at any minute, he could watchdog you. You know that game, Watchdog? You press square and something explodes? He was sitting there, had the beeper on the hip, and boom, you know? That was an attack. At any moment, there could be an attack on an electrical grid.
Yeah.
You could be thinking another camp coming, and that camp don't come.
And it says,
Water don't work. Gas done ran out. I done been at gas stations where in particular gas station ran out of gas and Esau lost his mind. What are we gonna do? Where are we gonna go?
yep,
Just lost it.
straight up.
And they could have just drove like 15 more minutes south and got gas somewhere else.
And it says, verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
So that means he's not gonna come to us as a thief because we're looking for him. Remember John 1:45? Nathanael told Philip, we found him.
Yep.
We have found him, of who Moses spoke of, and the prophets. And then what Yahushua say? On Moses and the prophets hang the law. You see? So we're heading in the right direction in the spirit. It may look like we're in an alley or a side street or an unpopulated area, but we're following the spirit. We set up camp, and a so-called elderly black man with hair like wool, he said, now y'all in the right spot where everyone could see you. That means the Lord want them to be marked.
Yep. That was confirmation
Yep.
from the Lord. Verse 3, and it says, for when they shall say peace and safety.
Now who's going to say that? The government. The ones that are being pulled on the strings.
Yeah.
The ones that are being told to do this. The ones that are being used as a face to calm the quails of the masses. Ha ha ha. I'm Kamala. You better thank your union.
Yep.
You better thank fried chicken.
That's what it said.
You ain't offended? Bro, I get offended when Esau tries to black me.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, dog?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? You know? But in the world, I was told I talk white. But in the truth, I'm being told, what's up, dogs? You know? Fuck, man. Fucking garbage bag place. No wonder why the dish of Rochester is called a garbage plate. Because that's what this place is, a fucking garbage plate.
And it says,
Y'all know that? The dish? You know that, right?
Slop.
Yeah.
It's slop.
yeah,
Pork fucking galore.
Meat
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like food you eat like this.
yeah,
Gruel.
yeah,
You know?
for real.
It's called a garbage plate.
Yeah.
And where do you put garbage? In a garbage bag. So that proves these people are garbage bags. Straight up.
Fucking garbage plate. That's disgusting.
Come on, man. You gotta literally be drunk to eat it.
Yeah, that's when people really eat it when they're
The only time you'll
Yeah.
eat is if you're drunk. Fuck
Yeah.
it, give me it.
Yeah.
Everybody's drunk, bro.
Can't make right decisions.
Yeah. And it says, then suddenly, excuse me, it says, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child.
Oh, in due season. Sirach 39, I think 16. In due season, the Lord will bring judgment. You know? He said in due season.
And it says, and they shall not escape. Because, you know, this world, you know, a lot of people, they don't think that judgment is going to happen upon Babylon. But only the elect are going to be delivered and protected from the destruction that the Lord is going to bring upon his landmass.
So each elect man is a Noah.
Right, exactly.
Because Noah and his household. And then it says that the Lord will deliver you and your household. It's in Deuteronomy 12. So the household goes with the man of the Lord. You know?
Right, just like the account in the Acts, when the officer asked Paul, he said, what shall I do to be saved? He said, call upon the name of the Lord, and you and your house shall be saved, you know?
Check this out. Deuteronomy 12 and 7, it says, and there ye shall eat before the Lord your God, and ye shall rejoice in all that ye put your hand unto, ye and your households. See? And it says,
Fire.
wherein the Lord thy power has blessed thee. So our household. So if you got a woman, she's only protected because of you.
Yep.
That's the problem that people don't realize is the spiritual importance of the Israelite man. You're only prospering because of me.
You going to finish that in Isaiah?
Yeah.
Okay. Back in Isaiah, in the NLT?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because we're going to the mirth gone.
All right.
You know?
Back in Isaiah 24.
No, in the NLT. Yeah.
And
you know, the mirth and all that. Is that 24?
Did right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 24.
Yeah, keep reading down. Where would you end it at?
I ended at verse by like verse 12.
Okay. Did we get the mirth yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I looked up at verse 4.
Okay.
Isaiah 24 in the NLT in verse 4,
Yep.
it says, the earth mourns and dries up,
Yep.
and the crops waste away and wither.
Farmageddon. The famine is a controlled famine.
Yeah.
Okay? He's purposely cutting off every access of independence so you rely on him. You will own nothing and like it is the beginning of the curses being put upon you. Remember, he said go to them for want of all things?
Mm-hmm.
You got to go to the new order of the world for the want of all things, meaning all people. All right? How about that?
And it says, even the greatest people on earth waste away.
Yeah, even the greatest people of earth, the ones that are idolized, the ones that are pushed, the ones that are promoted, the ones that people, ideas, they faint for, they die for, they throw their panties for. They're going to look like bitches in that day, man. We're the real men. Okay, you want to talk about a gender war? We're the epitome of what a man is supposed to be. Because when you man up, you put your emotions to the side. Majority of people can't do that.
Yeah.
They can't man up because they're caught and drunk off emotion.
And it says, verse 5, the earth suffers for the sins of his people.
Yup. Plastic, animals, koala bears got STDs. You know?
Yeah.
Fishes are got plastic poisoning. It's terrible out here, man.
Yeah.
Rats eating, birds eating plastic,
Yeah.
dying off. Oh, and speaking of birds, you gonna say something?
You got people sleeping on the sidewalks.
And
man.
then you got people sleeping on the grass, just curled up in a fetal position, like dung.
For real.
And Esau gets to drive by, drink his latte, and cross his legs. Bro, that plague is creeping on you and your people because it's gonna spill over. See, right now we're in the heart of the city. We're in downtown. But soon, you're only a couple exits away before you get to Edomville, and then it's gonna spill over there. Like the movie Dennis the Menace.
Yeah.
The bum got off the train in Edomville.
Yeah.
All it took was one bum to start jacking things up. You know?
And it says, for they have twisted the Most High's instructions.
Yeah, Esau twisted him. He's got a band called Twisted Sister. Going back, Dogma, twisted it. When you go back to the early conceptions of the belief of the Bible that you believe today, like the Immaculate Conception, you twisted it. Virgin Mary, you twisted it. Salvation for everyone, you twisted it. And then when we untwist it, no, that's not true.
Right.
So what you're witnessing is these people don't want change for the better. That's a bad person. That's like a person that's overweight and don't want to get healthy. You know? He's sneaking a burger before he gets home. For real, I seen a video on that.
Damn.
This Edomite. He said, I eat a burger every day.
And it says, violated his laws and broken his everlasting covenant.
That's Esau. Esau has violated the laws. It tells you in Psalms he's cast a word behind him.
Yeah.
Look at the state of the world when you take God out the picture. This is what you get. You get hell on earth.
Yeah.
And the so-called white man gets to be the devil over you. And all you get to be is a demon.
Yep.
Don't you say you're on demon time?
Yep.
Because you worship the devil. Right?
Worship Master.
You worship Master.
Master Devil.
Yep. The devil. So all you are is self-employed less luminaries.
Yep.
He didn't even tell you to sacrifice. You did it. That little demon, what's his name? He said, murder on my mind.
Melly.
Melly, what's his name? His real name? Demon Heaven?
Melvin Demons.
Melvin Demons.
Yeah.
That little chopper.
Some shit like
He
that.
actually murdered his friends and like rode around their car, made music about it, and now he's on trial.
Yeah.
You know? So what's that showing you? Not every Jake Esau uses. You know?
Yeah. And it says, verse 6, therefore a curse consumes the earth, its people must pay for the price for their sin.
Yeah, they got to pay for the price of their sin. It's like when you go to a store and you pay what you weigh. You know, like you go in and you get all this stuff, then you weigh it up.
Yeah.
And then whatever the weight is, that's what you pay. So everybody's judgment may differentiate depending on what sins they committed or in their past life. But each person gonna get their own individual judgment. Job 4:7, whose parents being innocent.
Yep.
So everybody gonna get their judgment, even down to the little ones. It must have been something you did in your past life. Because now you've been born back for this. Why didn't you just stay dead? You came back. So you came back to be destroyed, you know?
And it says, they are destroyed by fire, and only a few are left alive.
Wow, destroyed by fire because I gave it water first. I washed all this away. All these people that were surrounded by drowned once, okay?
Yeah.
You got to understand the friends around you, exes, crushes, lusts, people, employees, all these people that you see here today, hey, they were gone once before. That's why people be afraid of water.
Yeah.
Because in their spirit they know. And then we don't even know about the creatures that were creeping in the water that was chomping on people too.
Yeah.
Because you gotta think, if you're on land and the water starts rising, the first place you see the water rise is where? Like a shore.
Yeah.
So what's gonna be at that, and the shore is always shallow. So when you have a creature that can't go to shore because of shallow water, now what happens when this creature can swim past the shore because there's enough water for it to keep swimming, and it's going right up to your femur, right up to your thigh, and you see it chop your ass. So a lot of people might have not just died because of drowning.
Ooh.
You know?
They got ate up by some
They got chomped up.
sea creatures
Yeah.
and shit. You know? And it says, verse 7.
You gotta imagine it. You gotta think, and then imagine how dark it was too. Imagine being in water and it's dark, and you're hearing screams, gasping, flappings.
They said that happened during the war, Pearl Harbor. They said when some of the aircraft carriers got hit,
Yeah.
the men was in the water, but they was in there at night. 'Cause
Wow.
They couldn't get rescuers to them on time.
Wow.
So they was in there at night, but some of them was getting eaten by tiger sharks.
Wow.
So you be talking to somebody and they
Yoop.
bang.
Ooh.
Gone. Deep blue
And I
sea.
think it's even in the movie Pearl Harbor.
Wow.
Damn, that's
But
judgment.
see, that proves it right there.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You're gonna be on a deep blue sea mission.
And it says, verse 7, I'm gonna read down to verse 10, 12.
Okay.
It says, the grapevines waste away,
Yup.
and there is no new wine.
Yep.
All the merrymakers sigh and mourn.
Oh, there's no new wine, there's no answers, but you've been drunk off this wine. You've dedicated your life and the brain that was given to you to know an in-depth chart of the depth chart. I could tell you this, and they pride themselves with vain knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, who's playing?
Yeah.
Who's this? Who's that? Celebrity drama. Do you know Esau has came to the conclusion when a poor person is a fanatic over a celebrity, it's because they have a mental issue?
Oh, shit.
I just wanted to see her again. You know?
Damn.
They're through up here. Majority of these people are not correct up here. But they can still drive and cook and clean and wash their bodies. But they're not right up here. They're drunk, man.
And it says, the cheerful sound of
And let me say this, please. And this is why they vomit on themselves. Vomit on their sweater already.
Yeah.
They vomit on themselves because they're vomiting up what Babylon gave them, and it's not breaking down the truth that we're saying. So they I love you, I love you. They don't know nothing else. They only know a tequila sunrise, a margarita, you know, a seltzer. And that's what? Christianity. Earth is 3 million years, billion years old. That's all what those mixed drinks are. Mixed philosophies. And they sip on it with a pinky out. That's why after the third admonishment, reject. All right, you cut off, bro. We're good. You don't want to drink from here.
yeah.
You don't want living water to sober you up. Yahushua said, I have living water. What do you do after you drink? You got to drink water because alcohol dehydrates you. So you got to drink water to replenish that body to get it moving again. Get the organs alive. So when the living water is being presented for you to drink, here, you want to drink some? Get that shit out from me.
Yeah.
People scoff at you for being healthy. And you in the fucking body too. But wait till your stomach starts hurting. You know?
Yeah. It says,
meaning what? Wait till judgment happens. Oh, now you want to call the crazy cousin and ask him what Revelation 2 means.
Isaiah 24 verse 8.
You're going to find out that men of the Lord are some badass mother effers, man. And I mean that in a statement sense. You know what I mean? But you're going to find out the men of the Lord, they some cold-hearted men, bro.
Right.
You're going to find out the men of the Lord weren't no choir boys, even though we singing. And that's what Esau's giving you. Joel Osteen. Mm-hmm. Joel Osteen is just a body that a spear would go through in the time of the Maccabees, man. Ain't no man of the Lord.
Yeah, that's a demon.
Fuck out of here.
It says, the cheerful sound of tambourines is stilled.
Yep, and then Puff Daddy was a blow to that.
Dang, yeah.
Now you gotta take that. You demon, which Diddy, which goes into diddle. Diddle means to move back and forward, up and down, uncontrollably. Incontinency will increase. That's why people on trunks and hoods having sex and women naked and flashing. Everybody's taking their body parts and grabbing them on camera. Because lewdness is the mother of famine. And it told you that uncontrollable desires would increase in the last days. Flash. And that's how he's going to get you to take that mark.
Yep. You had a woman flash herself at one of Trump's rallies.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Nasty ass Aeolas.
And it says, the happy cries of celebration.
Woo! Go Bells! With the stupid horn hat on. Drunk. That happy cry. Happy, joy. Right? All that's going to change, man. The Lord is about to flip the script. He's going to show the world who his favorite son is. We're the favorite, not Esau. I got this job I go to, and Esau gets a mother effing pass, bro. I'm sitting there sweating, moving, cutting, drilling, holding, lifting, pouring, pulling, and Esau's over here like this.
Bullshitting. Right.
That's it. For an hour, and I'm already built this whole shit. And then the other Edomite that's over us, the foreman, he'll come, hey, look, you just make sure you got to put this and that. And Tawadi Abba Shemel Shai for the Holy Spirit, because the Spirit reminds us, suffer wrongfully. Mm-hmm. He that flees from this makes himself a prey. So we understand the position that we're being treated in Babylon, but you are guilty for treating us in that manner.
Yep. And it says, the happy cries of celebration are heard no more.
Yeah, good. So no more roaring at the stadium.
Yeah.
You know how many brothers probably live by main attractions?
Right.
Because there's this like stadium by my house, and I'll be hearing the loudspeaker going. Mm-hmm. You know? Nah, no more carnival, no more carnivals. All right? You went from a state fair to life ain't fair. You know?
It says, the melodious chords of the harp are silent.
Nobody want to hear Ice Spice no more. Munch, you got food? It's going to turn like that.
Yeah.
Priorities for the creature are going to change. And it's going to go back to mere necessity. Food, water, shelter, fire. Anything else, we don't need it. We need to survive.
It says, gone are the joys of wine and song.
And what's going to cause this? Well, it's going to start with martial law. It's going to start with peacekeepers. It's going to start with shutting the streets down. You're not going to be, you have a license. The word license means permission. So he can take your license from you, and now only military can drive up and down the streets. They literally created the highway just for military transportation. Yeah. They're going to shut the streets down. They're going to shut water down. They're going to shut food supply down in the act of preserving and protecting the government, not the people. Keep going.
And it says, alcoholic drink turns bitter in the mouth.
Fuck this fucking drink. Old boy in Bird Box.
Yeah,
he took that shooter. Y'all brothers know that shooter. He took the one little shooter, he said.
Right.
And took a taste bud of it.
Yep.
See?
And it says, the city rides in chaos.
And we're going to watch it. Look, stand back. Watch. And we're going to be invisible. People gonna run past us. They're gonna be so busy fighting each other, rolling on the ground, beating them with a can of beans. You know? We're gonna be invisible. It said the Lord will lift up a standard. When you go into that word standard in Isaiah, it means invisible.
Yes,
like right now, we're invisible.
Yep.
We go out and about, people ain't looking at us, which is cool. We're under the radar, but how much more in Jacob's trouble? We're under grace. We're under grace. So how can judgment come for those under grace? Jacob's trouble ain't for us, it's for them.
Yeah.
Because it says, he shall be saved out of it. That he is the Israel of Yahweh Bashem Shai. And the Israel of Yahweh Bashem Shai are the Israelites not frustrating grace.
Right.
So how are we going to say we're going to be judged? Why are we going to be judged? We're under grace. If IUIC can't use the law against me now, how can they use it against me in Jacob's trouble? I'm under grace. I'm under grace, bro. I'm good. Remember that, brothers. You're under grace, man. So don't be thinking, why would judgment be coming for you? If you're under grace, why would judgment come for you? That don't make sense.
That mark up the Y.
Thank you.
Exempt from judgment.
Thank you.
And it says, verse 10, every home is locked to keep out intruders.
Yep. So they're going to have to bug in.
Damn.
There's an actual term when shit hits the fan, they call it bugging out. But then they have another term where they call it bugging in, where you lock in where you're at until the wave calms down.
Yeah.
So people, 2 Ezra 16 or 15, where it says they will, for the lack of bread,
Yeah, 15.
they're going to kick the doors in. They're going to waste them. They're going to shoot at them. They're going to fight them, claw, stab, bite, kill, chew. Because they're going to panic. They're going to be like rats as the ship's sinking. It's squirming. It's looking for any place of survival.
Yeah.
And because you people have been living off the process of foods, you're gonna swim in a circle, man.
Yeah.
They did a study with it. They did 2 rats in water. One rat that had a different diet, when it got thrown in the water, it immediately swam to land, or a little platform. It was like a little kid pool, and the rat literally swam right up on it. Woo! Not even 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Then they gave another rat that was given nothing but processed food. Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Tops, Walmart, you know, aisle 5, shit like that. And it dropped it in the water, and it just said,
For like 10, 15 minutes.
and I think it barely found it.
Yeah. It was all distorted and shit.
Yeah, like that, in a circle, you know? It couldn't think, it couldn't process. It had heavy metal, and that ain't the genre of music, you know?
No pun intended. It had processed food, but couldn't process.
But
where
it
had to
couldn't
go.
process. See? It's dangerous out here, man.
Yeah.
And right now, because victuals are cheap, but when you go into that prophecy, victuals will be cheap, you gotta understand that the victuals, because that goes into food, the victuals that's cheap is like Dollar General. Process, quick, fast, cook, you know? So they're eating all of this processed food to continue to get a meal, feel okay, but they're not in a good case. Now they got more metals in their brain. I don't go all deep into it, but they're jacked up. So when problems happen, they're not gonna be able to process. They're drunk.
And it says, verse 11, mobs gather in the streets crying out for wine.
Mobs gather in the street, going back to the Civil War scene. They were gathering out, asking for water. See? You're going to have it out here, man. You're going to have people out here. And where the hell's the Palestine protesters at? You niggas ain't even faithful in your uproars, man.
Right.
That proves it's the Lord orchestrating it. You know? But anyways, going back to that, people going to be out here, man. People going to be demanding answers. Now, what they going to do when he makes it illegal for you to drive on a public street, and then he has military to pull you over? Fatigues on. You talking about Blue Lives Matter. Yeah, all right. Wait till the blue hats get here. You said Blue Lives Matter, right? Wait till the blue hats get here. Which is who? The UN. And the headquarters for the UN, the peacekeepers, is in New York City. So what they going to do? They got to protect headquarters.
And it says crying out for wine. It says joy.
Oh, and all scoffers are going to die.
Oh, yeah.
All scoffers and mockers are going to fucking die brutally. Stripes are prepared for the back of mother fools,
Scorn is
man.
right. Scorners.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to so-called cuss while quoting the scripture. But these people out here that laugh at you, mock you, they're gonna get beat the fuck in. Like the Jake from Don't Drink Juice in the Hood. You know?
Right, you can turn the flat stand.
Yeah. Literally, man. So don't even fret. Don't even fret at a low level being like a scoffer.
Got your charger with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is I'm reading the KJV. This is Isaiah 24 verse 11. There's a crying for wine in the streets.
Answers. They're gonna need answers.
Yep.
Ecclesiastes 12 says when they look out the windows, it's darkened. Do you know the keepers of the house are trembling right now? The economists for Babylon are trembling right now. He said, I can't give you exact time, hour, or day, but at any minute it could collapse. At any minute.
Literally.
Like at any minute, a flat tire.
Yeah.
At any minute, boom. Big bada boom.
That reminds me of the scripture in Revelation that says that like a certain day, a certain hour,
Yep.
Babylon's gonna be destroyed.
Exactly. So it's already set up, but it's set up for only Yahweh to know.
Exactly.
You know, the Father.
Right. And it says, all joy is darkened.
It's like this.
Yeah.
Like that. Faces turn paleness.
Yeah.
Because the blood, it doesn't, when you get really scared, the blood leaves your, it goes to places that are more important.
Yeah.
So going back, you can't control your brain. Your brain is its own, it's its own thing.
Yeah.
It thinks thoughts that you might not want. That's why it's a battle. So in Jacob's trouble, people are going to have that fight or flight, whether they like it or not. If they get stuck, I can't move because they're stuck there.
Yeah.
And then their face ain't going to be flush. It's going to be pale because the blood now has to rush to other important organs to help it survive. The brain itself was created for survival.
And it says,
That's why people are snitch. A woman will do what she needs to do to survive.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. And it says, the mirth of the land is gone.
The mirth is gone, bro. Woo. Now listen, in the world, I was a NFL fanatic, okay? I'm not saying you wicked for watching it, but I was one of them guys where I could tell you the depth chart of like the Cleveland Browns, bro.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was that involved in it as a Gentile. But what I'm getting at is the NFL, the NBA today is not the same NBA or NFL 10 years ago.
Hell no.
You know, 10 years ago, the sports, boxing, UFC, all that was way different now. Look at the NFL now. NFL is trash now compared to 10 years ago. You can't, who's the rookies? Who's the stars?
Right.
Everybody, they just got anybody on a team. That's it. It's all idol worship. NBA, through. You know, NFL, done. Where's boxing at?
Yeah.
Boxing used to be a very respected sport.
Yeah.
You know?
Now you got guys that, the guys, they go overseas now.
Yeah.
Overseas is better than over here
To
now.
win.
You know?
They go overseas to win, bro. And they're leaving. I'd leave too if I was them. We here for a reason.
Yeah.
We're here to be delivered. That's why we're in America. We can afford to leave. We could go through the process of getting a passport, #passport bros. But we've been opened up to something, so what would we really be leaving? You know?
I got that back in 2nd Edges 15.
Okay.
Back in 2nd Edges 15, and I'll start where we left off.
And all these average Edomites, they're just looking for a reason to party.
Yeah.
They just want a reason to drink. They want a reason to roar. Okay? And they'll still be stuck with this shit. And then what proves the mirth is gone, never in my life have I ever seen female basketball get pushed, man.
Oh, man.
Niggas out, yeah, I got the Caitlyn's on. The what? The what, bro? Oh, and then the men are wearing
man.
pink.
Queen of Heaven.
Queen of Heaven. Man, that Queen of Heaven demon is rampant, bro. You sisters be aware of that Queen of Heaven demon, man. Because we won't tolerate it, okay? You just had the beloved brothers and the elders in Dallas deal with a Queen of Heaven demon last night.
Oh, my goodness.
She should have got her ass fucking put down, man. They need to be put down. That's injustice. No one's doing nothing about it. No one's doing nothing about the immoral acts of these people. Where's the moral police? You don't even got amendment police. Who do you call when your rights are violated? Who do you call when the laws and the scriptures are violated on you. Because the law tells us what to do, but I can't enact it. But you tell me to live by the laws.
Back in 2 Ezra 15 and verse 2, it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Yeah, I don't give a shit what you believe, man. Excuse my language, okay? But I don't give a crap what you believe. I was watching some old debates on Sarnetta's channel with the House of Consciousness, and you look back 8, 9, 7 years, and then you look at it to today, where they at? You know? He said, this is the king of Miami, or at least he once was. Where they at? So everybody that turned to consciousness and Kemet, where you at? Your star players in prison.
Yep.
You know? Niggas shooting threes with Bobos on. That's what they call the shoes in jail. Bobos.
Chilling with Big Rex.
You know? What's it? Nigga got, Polite got a, one of them nigga tails. You know when Jake got no hair, but they pull it back real tight. It's that little thing.
A little duck tail.
That's what Polite got right now. That's what he got. He got that little ass thing right there. Looking nasty.
Hey, he got his judgment.
Yup.
And it says,
Tell your queen to get you out.
Verse 3 says,
If you got a queen of heaven demon entering Jacob's trouble, you gonna die for her. And you gonna die because of her. You better go watch Bushwick.
Yeah.
The whole movie he was steadfast. And then out of nowhere, he started listening to her. I said, this movie's trash just because of that plot. They didn't even break it down correctly. But why did he leave with her?
Right. He went back for her.
And died. He went back for her and then died. Hell nah.
And it says, that speak against thee.
Yeah, and they're always speaking against us. We are setting up camp and some vagabond Jew, some vagabond nigga-lite, all right? This drunkite, he walked by and said, y'all gonna stop moving, or y'all gonna stop making me move speaking that faggot stuff. And in my spirit, all I saw was an angel choking the fuck out of him, man.
Yeah.
That's very disrespectful. We had to move because we wanted to stand and read the Bible. So some securitized ass drunkite, he can't do it here, it's private property. He don't know he's speaking to the men potentially that built this property.
Right.
You know? Not only we built this country, we done found out we built Earth.
For real, man. Well, just like Yahweh Shai said, they didn't, regard him, but he built the world.
Yeah, get that, John 1.
Yeah.
Because that's bullshit. All you people are our property, man. And I always say we're not proud with it. We're taking ownership of authority in the spirit. You're flesh, we're spirit. It's two different worlds we live in. So you're winning right now because you're in the land of the flesh. In the land of the flesh, the woman is God. But when flesh is taken away, who's now king? We're king in the spirit. You start, it's 14 or 10.
This is John 1 and verse 10. He was in the world.
Yep.
And the world was made by him.
Woo!
And the world knew him not.
And the world knew him not. But all you demonic ass people ride up and down, drive, huff, puff, and pass in these streets and look down upon those that are standing up for a planet that you're on. These are drunk people. I remember I watched a video of this Jake. He was talking to his friend, and his friend was trying to drive home drunk. And he was like, bro, you can't be driving. And he wouldn't listen to him. He had to knock his own friend out.
Damn.
Just so he wouldn't get behind the vehicle and kill himself. Knocked his whole ass out. He said, I'm sorry. But you're going to thank me tomorrow.
Right.
You know, would you rather have a sore jaw or no vehicle or no life or in jail? Vehicular manslaughter. You know? These people are drunk, man. They're legitimately drunk. So we don't deal with drunk people. We're only out here for the sober.
Back in 2 Ezra 15 in verse, let's see here, 4. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Good.
Behold, said the Lord.
What?
I will bring plagues upon the world.
Were plagues sent to Egypt for the groaning of the children of Israel?
Right.
So plagues are already here. Plagues have entered the building. Welcome to the house of pain. Keep going.
And it says,
and we're under grace. And with the midst of everything going on, you know, we're under grace.
Yes.
We don't have to worry no more. Even Christians understand that.
Yeah.
Esau did everything wrong, and he gets to fall back on the posturpedic bed called Jesus. Right? Feet up. He's chilling, bro. He's got the mixed 7 Island, the iced tea. This nigga, yep. John 3:16.
Yep.
He's chilling, bro. So why are we troubling ourselves?
Right.
Because we're righteous. Because we have a conscience. It's time to really tap into that grace, man. You can fall back too. You know, as long as you fall into the Lord and not just the law.
And it says, the sword, famine.
The sword, which is destruction, and the modern day sword has evolved from a swinging instrument to a shooting one to an intercontinental.
That's right.
Okay? So now the sword will be swung and it's going to be seen in the sky. Okay? All faces turn paleness, man. All the titles are going to drop in that day, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
All the titles of that Babylon, like Francis. All the titles that people are drunk off, that shit, nigga, excuse me, but like a teacher ain't gonna matter. None of the things that right now.
Well, they show that in the movie World War Z with Brad Pitt.
Yep.
He thought he was about to get arrested. The
Yep.
cop ran past him and took his badge off.
Yeah. He
He
ran
not-
past
yeah.
him to get baby food.
Yeah, he not worried about that shit.
That was Ving Rhames in another realm. He was saying, F y'all.
Yeah.
You know? Because remember, Ving Rhames left.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he wanted to leave, you know?
And it says, the sword, famine.
Famine. So there's a famine coming. With famine, that's what? A lack of goods.
Mm-hmm.
That's a scarcity. In every world war, there was scarcity in America. In the Second World War, there was a race riot and FEMA camps during a war. So what's going to happen when World War III breaks out? How they going to treat us? How they going to treat goods? How they going to ration off supplies? Who are you going to go to? You can't collect rainwater.
Yeah.
You go to a local store, it's only processed food. They only hold 3 days worth of food.
Yeah.
You're overpopulated. You're forgotten. And then you have the military to boot. You ain't gonna eat, man. Keep going.
Right. And it says, death and destruction.
Death is coming. Destruction's coming. Where? For here.
Yeah.
For here, you can see it. You can see why this needs to be destroyed. This is hell on earth. You got animals locked up. Men locked up, women locked up, in more ways than one, not even just jail. We're locked up even while we're out in these streets. How many times you get behind a vehicle and you feel that hotness in your heart because a cop pulls behind you and you just going to work? That's draconian.
Yeah.
Then they set up checkpoints. Look what they did 2020. Now add the military with that.
Ooh.
Look, he almost got hit. He's saying F you.
See?
They said, see?
That's in the scriptures.
They about to start fighting one another.
Yes.
And the poor people, they got so much money, they can afford to stay up there.
Yeah.
The rich people.
Right.
The rich people can afford up there. Poor people are here. This is the bottom barrel right here. Ground level's bottom barrel. See? Bottom barrel's right here. So what's going to happen when bottom barrel don't have no more barrel left to bottom in?
They gonna go over there.
It's going to bottom out.
That's right.
They're going to chase after those that have goods. Supplies get cut off. Food, beer, cigarettes, blunts, necessities, canned goods. All these things are going to get stripped from you. Then you're going to relapse. You're going to desire them and you can't have them. Then he's going to dwindle a mark in front of you. Take this and your children. Take this to survive.
I'm going to jump down actually. 2 Corinthians 15 and verse 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city
And why?
and shall not be able.
Yeah, he's not going to be able. There's going to be checkpoints. It says there's a 10 FEMA region project where they will break America into. So it will not be New York State, but Region 3.
Yeah.
It will be not Texas, but Region 7. Hunger Games.
They show you that in the movie District 9. LA was number 9.
There you go.
You know, like New York could be like number 5.
Yep.
Just
like,
for example.
like
you know?
Tekken.
Yeah.
Tekken
yes.
is just
Yes.
a part of the earth. That's not the game ain't just Tekken. That's
Right.
because it got broken up.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly. Yep.
So this play's gonna get broken up because they're gonna have to lock it down because something's gonna happen. Something in society is gonna change, and you're not gonna go on your everyday grind.
Yeah.
Grinding shall cease.
Yeah. They even show that in a movie as well. It's called, what's that? Justin Timberlake. In Time.
End time.
Everywhere you had to go through checkpoints
Yep.
unless you had a certain amount of time. You know.
Certain amount of numbers.
And that was symbolic for the the MOTP.
Yeah, because what made them drop when their time ran out? The mark.
Yeah.
Because what made them drop? How did he? They had the mark, and then within that there was a certain social status
Yep.
that you had to keep up with to keep time on it.
Yep.
Wasn't he trying to get time for his mother?
Yeah, and she dropped.
She dropped.
Yep.
And it says, verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
See, that's what's been real heavy to me lately is pride.
Yeah.
You gotta analyze pride, man. You know, when you're talking to someone and they don't want to just get to the bigger picture, that's pride on you, man.
Yeah.
And life's too short, as they say.
Yeah.
Life's too short for us to be sitting here back and forth. Come on, babe. Babe, come on, babe. The world's ending, bro. We ain't in babe time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Real quick.
That's gonna change that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just keep reading. I got it.
And it says,
It just it freezes it.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's all good.
And it says, probably use it for your
Okay.
And it says, it says, the houses shall be destroyed.
The houses, public houses, government assisted houses.
And it says, and men shall be afraid.
And where are they gonna go when their house is destroyed?
To somebody else.
To a camp.
Yeah.
To the camp near you.
And it says, and they show you that in the movie Kingsman, I believe, the Kingsman Part 2.
Yep.
Everybody was in big ass cages, man.
Yeah, a single cage.
Yeah.
A single person cage where you couldn't stand or sit.
Damn.
It was just kind of like you were tucked in it. So they keep you in there like when they put a child in a corner. The kid when he start breaking. That's what they want to do. They want to isolate you and have you idle to break you to give in to taking this. Because you have to consent. You're going to have to say, I do.
Yeah. And it says, verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
Because he's going to be brought to a point where it's my life or his. And a man that's left in desperation with the excuse of feeding his family is a dangerous man to deal with in a dark alley.
Yeah.
Because he uses his situation to fuel his reasoning. And when he has a full tank of what he believes is right, and he'll kill you. That's what's going to happen. That's why it also says friends shall fight like enemies.
Yeah. Yep. And it says,
So what's been being told to us all camp is the desperation that people are going to exude in the near future because of the lack of bread, the lack of resources, the lack of comfortability. See? They're all going to lose it.
and it says, but shall destroy their houses
Yep.
with the sword.
Which is the gun. So you're going to have shootouts. And
And
what are police going to do? When you have almost every person in a city rising up, revolting, the police will be overmanned. This is why they'll have to declare martial law to get civil order.
Yeah.
And then they'll have to declare the peacekeepers, which is the UN troops that are known for raping women and locking you down and quartering you off. Those will be running the streets. You will not be in control of your home, your persons, your family, nor possessions. Because that's when the Constitution gets suspended. So what rights do you have? What's the average Babylonian citizen doesn't even know the Roman rights that they have. The average Jake don't even know the rights that they have.
Yeah. And it says, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread.
Boom.
And for great tribulation.
Boom. But through much tribulation we shall enter into the kingdom.
Right.
So this needs be to happen. This has to happen. But it's not happening towards us. It's happening for them. That bus said, find your future. We're prophesizing about the future right now. And we see there are many that don't have ears to hear, so we not tripping. Come on, brother. There was a Jake standing right here the whole time.
Literally.
The whole time. But the Spirit didn't have him get acknowledged, nor did he looked, he listened and read and got a phone call because Satan comes immediately and took away the word. And now he's driving off into a temporal sunset. Because the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. And the curtain call is coming upon this place. You had a harvest moon that was also a blood moon and a partial lunar eclipse. And when you watched it, you could see it looked like, oh, this bus said king. It looked like a curtain was closing. And the term curtain call, it refers to a performer that returns to the stage. And who's that performer? Yahweh Shai. What's the stage? The world. And the word performer means someone who fulfills. And what did Yahweh Shai say? It is fulfilled. It is finished. So Yahweh Shai is coming back, man.
I got a quick one. I'm going to jump down. This is 2 Edges 15 and in verse 57.
Oh, if I didn't say Yahweh Shai, Bashimar Kakodash Brakathum,
Shalom.
did we already say that?
I don't believe so.
Shalom, Yahweh Shai, Bashimar Kakodash Brakathum.
Brakathum.
To the brothers and few sisters tuning in. If you brothers and sisters are going through an adversity, just know whatever day it is, that day ain't forever.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. And you're not going through alone.
Nope.
You know?
Nope.
2 Edges 15 and verse 57.
But they will.
Oh, yeah.
But they will.
Oh, yeah.
They will go with it alone. And the only audience that will be around is those of the elect watching as the judgment befalls them, but it won't befall us because we're under grace.
2 Edges 15 and verse 57. It says, thy children,
You break it down, brother.
got you, thy children shall die of hunger,
Damn.
and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword.
Those ain't our cities.
No.
You know?
Yeah, that's
But,
yeah.
but Jake, I let you in my city, nigga.
Yeah.
Remember Rick Ross?
Yeah.
This my block. All right, kid. All right, well, you and your block about to get knocked off, bro. Said you want to take ownership, but you got it.
And it says, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. So you got children gonna die of hunger, unless because you got brothers that have families and have children, but they're gonna be good because the Lord is protecting them because you know they're men of the Lord. For people out here that have children, they're gonna die, right? And it said, shall die of hunger, right? Die of starvation, cannibalism, famine, controlled famine.
Yep.
And it says, thy cities,
Which a controlled famine will lead to a natural famine.
yeah, right?
Because you slowly are cutting off, and then it's like, remember we were talking about how he sabotages things.
Yes.
So he's gonna sabotage the food market and then allow society to play it out.
Yeah.
You know, if you take, it's like Jenga. You let them play, but I'm gonna take this one block.
Yeah.
And then you let them play, and then over time, as they say, gravity kicks in. You know.
And it says, thy city shall be broken down, right? Destruction. You know, Jacob's trouble. That's why Yahweh Shai said, Luke 12:49, what shall I be if the earth already be kindled with fire? You know, because before he comes back, you know, it's going to be effed up already. You know, every judgment is going to be already under the land mass in America, Babylon. And it says, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger.
Now, who's gonna be in the mountains? The higher up.
Yeah.
Jay can't even afford things like that. Now
Yeah.
you have some. You're always gonna have a few Jakes with a little bit of money or cash.
Yeah.
But the majority of people that are gonna be able to flee to the higher ups are those that have property up there.
Yeah, and the people, the doomsday preppers,
Yeah.
they show you they be off the grid.
Yep.
They got solar panels, generators, and stuff like that.
Already ready.
Pay no bills, you know.
Yep. Literally planning if and what they're planning for is not only the government but really to take out any looters.
Yeah.
A lot of preppers' biggest gripe is gonna be keeping the looters out.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you don't know the military about to come down.
Yeah, they got your ass too.
Yep.
And it says,
Oh, and you on the watch list.
yeah,
Don't forget, they got a watch list out here. An Amalek created, it's called like Project Cypher or something. But pretty much they came to the conclusion that they can't stop you from finding the truth. So what they did was they got a record of everyone that has found the truth through the internet. So if you watch the video that is coined by him, Project Medic, you know, you're on that list. So we're all on that list.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn. And it says, they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh. That's cannibalism. Eating a human being. And that happened to us. Remember the time of First Kings? It was a famine, you know, during the time of, you know, Israel ruling. You know, and you know, we have women planning to eat their own sons and boil them.
Yep.
And it says, so how much more today? And it says, and drink their own blood for very hunger of bread and thirst of water.
See, thirst of water. Why we keep saying, why does the Spirit keep having us bring up water getting shut off? You know?
I got a quick, slide, let me jump down. I'm going to go to 2 Ezra 16.
So we're waiting for the right scenario to cause this.
Yes.
That's what you need to understand, the right scenario. Because people that have incredulity, because they can't see it happening, because they're measuring according to the business as usual. But something is going to change this image. There's something that's going to change the everyday living into extreme measures. You know?
2 Ezra 16. I'm gonna start at the top of this one.
All right.
This is a good chapter. It
right.
says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird yourselves with cloths of sack and hair."
And that morning is going to take place ultimately when Babylon gets destroyed. That's when they're going to cast dust on their head, because they're not taking heed now. Because why? They're preparing for war. They have an agenda that the crafty council has created.
Yeah.
You know?
And it says, and bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Right. That's what people don't understand, is destruction is at hand. We're waiting for the right scenario to lead to a great destruction. And it's going to be a snowball effect. You know, it's going to be one thing after the other.
That's right. That's why it says, I believe the same chapter, it says plagues on every side.
Yep.
You know? Plagues upon the earth.
Yep.
And it says, a sword is sent upon you.
And this is a way different spirit than you got like IUIC. Look at these other camps pushing marriage, man. How many times they're going live, breaking down spousal? Like, bro, we're not in the time, and I don't need your advice how to handle my woman. You know?
For real, man.
And you got Jakes in relationships being taught by other men. That's against the law. Why is these sisters that are married wholeheartedly following these Israelite men? She ain't supposed to be following them.
Right.
She should be following you.
And it says, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
Yeah, you can't turn this back, because the words of the Lord can't go back void. You know?
A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
You're not. That's why in Isaiah 47 it says, "Turn now to your prognosticators."
Yeah.
Turn now to who you've been using
Yeah.
to gain this power.
Yeah.
You know, and you're gonna find out that that was prefabricated power because of prophecy and not by your own hands. Esau believes that it's his own hands he's done this. No, you only took Gad down because of prophecy.
Right.
You only put Judah in slavery and the rest of the tribes because of prophecy. You didn't do this because it was you. You're being moved. You're being used. You're a puppet. That's why they got puppet leaders.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, that's why they believe was that their manifest destiny, that it was through the Most High that they was able to, you know, go, what's that called, the westward expansion.
Yep.
And get, you know, go through Gad and Issachar.
Which was
you
true.
know?
They were allowed to do that because that's how the conception of Babylon came about. The manifest destiny was according to prophecy. You know?
And it goes on to say, in verse 6, may any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it have begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?
Right, like how they have in movies, here comes this immediate destruction, but somehow Bruce Willis is on the missile,
Right.
and he's hot wiring it
To
while
defuse
he's
it.
straddling it,
Right.
and diffuses at the last second.
Right.
No, bro, it don't work like that. And that's a corny ass ending. They always got movie like War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
It was a dope beginning. It was showing everything that out of nowhere this willy dilly Edomite runs past the hill and fights off these so-called aliens. Get out of here, bro.
Just one Edomite?
You can't even fight your way out of bed.
Come
and
on,
you,
man.
but you know what I'm saying? Like Red Dawn.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Like they literally invaded Babylon, took it over, but 5 high school kids are gonna take a whole military out
Get the fuck out. With no military experience.
just off pride? Come on, bro.
But that's that illusion to keep that pride going here in, you know, Babylon throughout, you know, these people.
Patriotism.
Matter of fact.
That's an image, bro.
Yeah. What's that scripture? Zephaniah?
Yeah.
Caleb said?
Yeah, let's get that. We had a couple more.
Yeah.
It's towards the end of camp.
This is
Which
Zephaniah.
the Wadi Abba Shai allowing us to get out here.
That's right.
You know, we were in peril all morning.
Yeah. Zephaniah 2:15. It says, "This is the rejoicing city."
And why is it rejoicing? Because it was a golden cup.
Yeah.
Because the Lord showed favor to you. But you're not the favorite. Esau ain't the favorite, bro. White people are not the favorite. We're the favorite.
Yeah.
We're the chosen seed.
Yeah.
We're the one that the Lord wants and loves. He's been lying to us, man. It's like dad's not home and the so-called older brother, but you ain't even our brother no more. The so-called older brother is whispering to the younger brother's ear how he ain't shit, how he's ugly. But we look just like dad. It's you. Nigga, it's you with that blonde bowl cut and those bugged out eyes. You, bro.
Yeah.
You the ugly one.
They call that, what's that? The recessive genes.
Yeah.
We have the dominant genes.
Yeah, you the redheaded stepchild. We actually the chosen.
Yeah.
So the world thinks that they're the favoritism of, they have favoritism. No, we got it.
Yeah.
You got privilege because you just got the mark of Cain.
Yeah.
But they got drunk off the mark of Cain.
And it says, "This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, that said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me.
Yep.
How has she become a desolation?"
So this place that has presented itself with this self-glorified pride
That's fine.
is so drunk that it looks like other nations that even can have better technology than them still say you still can't beat the Yankees.
Oh, wow.
You know?
And look, we'll link some with it. Isaiah 47 and Rev 18.
Oh, see?
And it says, right, what did Esau say, 3P?
Yep. He said he's got a shirt floating around pertaining to the third war, and he says, don't make us three-peat.
That's pride.
That's wicked, bro. You know how many people died in the Second World War? Like, World War ain't light. It ain't a light thing. You know, it's a real thing, man.
Yeah. Through war, you that's how you got, like, how they say, third world countries.
Yep.
That's why you go to certain areas like Syria, it's all bombed up and shit.
Yep.
You know, because of war.
And then he'll push tanks in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Now animals gotta live in shotgun shells.
You got broken arrows, you know.
Yep.
And it says, "A place for beasts to lie down in. Everyone that passed by her shall hiss and wag his hand."
Like, damn. And be like, yep. Now get back to work. Because we need to be an authority, man. Okay? We, as authority over these creatures, we need that position. Because these people lording over us is nothing but death. It's hell out here, man. These weird, weak, party animal people, we can't be living. It says in Matthew's no flesh.
Yeah.
We can't be living under here much longer. How long can we continue to live like this? When you look at people, how long can it keep going? How long can homeless people keep living outside? I remember when I first got to Rochester, there would always be someone who died because of the winter. Because they didn't let them in the shelter.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
2 Ezra 6 and verse 50, what's that? I'll start at 54. It says, I'm going to go down to 59. It says, "And after these Adam also,"
You break it down.
okay, I got you, "whom thou committest Lord of all thy creatures, of whom come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen." Because ultimately, you know, everybody comes from Adam, but but there's a chosen lineage that the Lord has been dealing with since the beginning, which is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, even before that, right?
Right, because they could say there's a human race, but there's in particular humans of a lineage that are chosen out of that race.
Mm-hmm. And it says, verse 55.
And we found out we were chosen. Here it is, we already got treated like hell. And now, once we got the explanation of why the hell we're in, you got people coming up and try to bring us back to hell though. Like, bro, we already know about the Trinity. We already know about the Virgin Mary. That didn't fix nothing.
Yeah,
That's a different kind of evil, bro. To try to rope you back into it, that's a devil. That's a serpent.
Yeah.
He's trying to get you back into that tree of good and evil.
Yeah.
You know?
And it says, verse 55, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. Right? The world is meant for us. Like you said earlier through the Spirit, you know, these people are looking at men who potentially built the earth. But look how we're treated. But look how Yahushua was treated.
Well, it makes, I'm sorry, you got it, bro.
Yahushua said that the servant is not greater than the master, you know?
Well, it makes sense because to build the earth, when that word building goes back to edify,
right.
What are we out here doing? We're building, we're edifying, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's right. And it says, as for the other people, which also come of Adam, talking about, you know, the heathen, right? Thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle.
These people are nothing but shit, man. You know? And they're so proud with it, but they're so evil.
Yeah.
They're not even thankful that they're alive
Man.
or conscious, because they're not. They're just drunk. They're just wastes of space.
Man.
That's all they are. They're just here to vex you. You know? They don't have a purpose. They're walking around aimlessly.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
Then they mad at you. Be mad at the nigga that made you aimless.
Yeah.
You know?
Everybody thinks you gotta, you know, you in Babylon to pay bills and die.
Oh, and bow the knee.
Yeah, it's more than that, man.
Get with a single mother.
Yeah.
You know? Get with a single mother. Come on, little Chris.
With 2 kids.
Come here, Chris. And then you argue with her, and now your authority is denounced from her children. But y'all all in a 2-bedroom apartment. You know?
Damn, man.
Y'all locked up in the Vista View. You know?
and she looking at you for a bank.
Right.
She thinking money grows off you.
And now the baby daddy, he's still somehow in the picture. You know? Get the fuck out of here, man.
And it says, and has likened the abundance of them.
These my children too.
Yeah.
You know? Nah, bro. Nah, this is grimy, man.
Mm-hmm.
We supposed to have our own babies.
Yeah.
We supposed to raise our own sons.
Right.
And be over our own daughters.
Yeah.
And be able to give our sons and daughters to men of the Lord. We don't even have the pleasure to do that.
Yeah.
We gotta send them off to public school. And they getting taught lies. Now you're crazy. You're crazy because you don't respect a grown-ass man in a dress.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Your authority is questioned. You're toxic. You're controlling. You know? We're in hell, bro.
But wait till Esau comes down hurting the people.
Yep.
You gonna call him toxic and controlling?
You won't be able to. We're in hell, man. As Israelite men. We're in hell as Israelite men.
And it says, verse 57, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
They're lording over us. Little ass Edomite, pull you over. License and registration.
Right.
Now. You know what I mean? Big ass, remember the one Jake? He played for NBA and he had gotten into a scuffle with the police outside of like Walgreens. Mm-hmm. And he was like, he was reframing himself, but he could really toss you.
He was being cool.
Yeah.
And they beat him up.
Yeah. You got these heathens over us, man. You got women over us.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the best ideas. We know how to fix things. We know what should work, what kind of advice you should be given, what food you should eat, how you should think. But they don't want that. No, I want the lime and the coconut and twist it all up. Yeah. You know? That's what they want. They want the mixed drink. They want the girls' night out. That's what they want. They want Babylon. They want the bar.
Yeah.
They want the image.
Confusion. They
want the confusion.
They want that.
They want you to lust after them. They want power. Because we're the gods. We're the authority. So everybody who ain't authority is over us and they're loving it. Hey, they say when the cat's away, the mouse shall play.
Yeah.
You know?
And it says, and to devour us.
They want to hear that shit, Sharif. Right? Right?
And it says, but we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn.
Us. And he nourished his firstborn with discipline. And us being the firstborn, that's why he took out the firstborn in Egypt. Okay?
Mm-hmm. It says, thy only begotten and thy fervent lover.
Yeah, oh, the only begotten. Why? Because you had Jacob and Esau.
Right.
You know? So
Right.
so the Lord separated us. Nope, I'm only dealing with Isaac. And then Jacob.
That's right.
Not a seed of many, but of one.
That's right. Galatians 3:16. That's right. And it says, are given into their hands.
Yup, we're giving it to their hands. It makes me think of I think it's Amistad, but the one Jake from Blood Diamond, he's got the chains and he's like screaming. I have to show you.
African Jake.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. Yeah. Verse 59, it says, if the world not be meant for our sakes, like we were saying earlier, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? Right? Because ultimately it was a prophecy for us to go, into the hands of these nations because we disobeyed our God. So now we're in punishment and we're seeing the results of us being in punishment, of us not listening. You see, because the Lord got to break us down to build us back up. And we know right now we're seeing the transition of power from Esau to Jacob.
He's got a complete loser over us. You gonna say something?
No, I was in agreement.
Oh, okay. He's got complete losers over us. It ain't even like Esau, like on a carnal scale, like stocky.
Right.
Y'all better get inside. Nah,
Right.
he like this little ass, fat, pudgy, piggy,
The Wizard of Oz.
you know? Rosacea,
Yeah.
beer gut, lazy,
Yeah.
you know?
Got a fucking...
There ain't no other way that you can explain how Edomites can be lording over us except from Yahweh Shema Shai. Ain't no way, bro. So I'll take about 4 of you out. What's up? But I'm not carnal though, you know what I mean?
Right.
But we're men. You know? That's why I say one shall chase.
Yeah.
That's why there's that curse. Let's get a couple more and we gotta bounce.
And it says,
As Jake would say.
how long shall this endure?
Yep. How long is this gonna take place? How long are mortals gonna lord over immortals?
Perfect.
We have to take it there. We're immortal. So how long is a mere mortal gonna be over these gods?
Got one for you.
We're like Hancock, you know? He was drunk off the wine.
Yeah.
He's a powerful being. Nobody liked him. He was misunderstood. And he was ancient.
Yeah.
He's been here. We've been here. That's our gripe. We've been awoken. Okay? We've actually been awoken. Whoa. You mean to tell me that I could dodge bullets? No, I'm telling you, when that time comes, you won't have to. What? You know?
This is Revelation 18 and verse 8. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
So there's a certain day. What Kanye West say? Someday.
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 right.
It will happen. What my man Ishakar say? He said, better. Maybe not today.
Yeah.
Maybe not tomorrow. But I will be champion.
Yeah.
And he became champ, bro.
Right. Yep.
He became champion.
Yep.
So we're speaking it into existence.
That's right.
Someday soon, Babylon will be destroyed prophetically. And the elect will be delivered prophetically. And we will be gods and kings on earth prophetically.
That's right.
And Esau, Edom will be under the sandal.
That's right.
You know? He gonna be under a golden sandal.
Just like in the book of Joshua, he put their foot under necks.
He told him, he told the brothers though,
Yeah.
come put your foot right here.
That's right.
Put your foot on his neck. You know?
That's right.
That's authority.
right.
That's real authority. People don't want authority because it's a different role that you have to play with responsibility. And not everyone is created to have an authoritative mind and then execute it. Hey, it takes a lot to build a nation. And a lot of our people, talk about nation building, really ain't building a nation. You're building up your belly, bro.
Yep.
You're building up your belly. You ain't building up the nation. This is what's building the people. Because this is building up the house of David.
That's right.
Bayath Dawadah is being built back. That's prophetic, man.
Right. And it says, in one day, death and mourning and famine.
Yep.
And she shall be utterly burned with fire.
Yeah, she will be utterly... What do you do to a whore according to the Bible? You burn her. What did my man William Wallace say? Burn it. He said, burn it.
Right.
Burn that down.
And it says, for strong is the Lord power, Yahweh Shema Shai, who judgeth her.
Yep, so she's about to get judged and she's going to be found guilty.
That's right.
she's going to be found guilty for all her abominations, all her iniquities. And I see a woman, a little Edomite woman, standing before a powerful judge with mascara tears, looking over. Nah, no more privilege. No more mark of Cain for you.
That's right.
All right?
And it says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Now, how does the elect going to feel when they come down in their new covenant bodies and they see people crying because their prison has been destroyed so they could be free? They're going to be offended. You mean to tell me we got new bodies now, eyes glowing, and you're going to see some heathens crying over this bitch burning? Oh, I got a problem with you now. Now we got a problem with you, okay?
I'm going to jump down to verse 20.
Like it says, when you touch a king's men, it's like you've touched the king himself.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm going to jump down to Rev 18 and verse 20.
And then when the judgment happens, people ain't going to be able to turn to their phone.
Yeah.
They ain't going to be able to turn to the comfort food that's been keeping them comfortable in the midst of tribulation. You're going to have to face it. Jacob's trouble is going to be a mirror match.
Revelation 18 and verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High hath avenged you on her.
So avengement. Avengement. So that means there's something that has happened that avengement needs to take place to right that wrong. So this place is wrong. Babylon's wrong. Esau's wrong. Christians are wrong. Jake's wrong. And the Lord is going to avenge us. We can end it off on Thessalonians, rest with us.
Got you.
Was that the end of that?
Yeah, that was
okay.
That was it right there.
Yep, we'll end it off right there.
It's that 2 Thessalonians
1 and 8, 1 and 7. Taking a fiery flame.
Oh, yeah, got you.
In those that know not.
2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse... yeah, where's that?
7.
Okay, got it. Verse 6. 7. And to you who are troubled with us...
No, read it again.
I'm sorry. And to you who are troubled, rest with us.
Aren't you brothers and sisters troubled because of Babylon? Aren't you catching hell and turning the cheek because of Babylon? You sitting on the couch right now, right? Remember he said that? Right?
Yeah.
Aren't you troubled though? You know? And we're talking to you, you know? You're troubled. We're troubled. So what does the scriptures tell us to do?
It says, rest with us.
Rest with us. Rest online. Rest in the videos. Rest in the edification. Rest in the teaching.
Yeah.
Rest in prophecy. Keep going.
The secret place.
Thank you. The secret place. We're in a secret place while out in the open. And the only person that actually acknowledged us was an elderly Israelite man that said, now you're in the right spot.
Right.
After 3 different attempts to find a camp spot because we heard it was going to rain. And we prayed that the rain would pass. Mm-hmm. He said, now you're in the right spot.
That's the Lord, man. And it says, when the Lord Yahweh shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. Right.
Yep. Yahweh is going to be revealed from heaven, chariots.
And flaming fire taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Mashiach, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints and to be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you believed in that day.
Boom.
That's it.
That's what he's looking for those seeking the salvation.
That's right.
So Lord's will, you brothers and you few sincere sisters were edified as we were. And we just want to say, Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. They do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.